What is up, viewers? Welcome back to another video, and today might be my dumbest comparison yet, but we're back on Assetto Corsa, going to be seeing if either the p50 around the Nürburgring GP circuit or the F1 2025 Ferrari SF-25 is quicker around the Northern Loop. So we're going to see, if the Peel is quicker around the GP circuit, or if an F1 car is quicker around the Nordschleife. Quick disclaimer, I had to dub over this video during recording while I was driving. My mic disconnected, so I've had to dub over this video sort of post-driving because it was too good not to upload. It was actually insane. So I've dubbed over these clips. Hopefully you all enjoy. Let's get straight into it. Fresh in the back, that is... Okay, so here we go, guys. You join me in the dub. Now, while I was cycling through before we started, I thought I'd make a few setup changes on the F1 car. So I went for the C5 tyres, the softest tyres, went maximum aero on the car as well. And that was about it before I got in the car. So here we are in the Ferrari before our lap is about to begin. And you're going to see just how close this lap was. It was utterly insane. I didn't expect it to be as close as it was between the Ferrari and the p50, but through the final few sectors we go now. Missing that apex a little bit, but then away we go across the line. Now, a crucial thing here was that the tyres were super cold on the start of this lap. I had a bit of a lag spike, then rode over the curb and had a big moment there. So that was unideal as we dropped down through the first sort of sector. This was just, quick flick in both directions, huge direction change, 5th and 4th gear, and you'll see the heavy downforce really coming in handy around this lap. But already through the first sector, away we go, 31 seconds as we head over the bridge up towards the Flugplatz. Now, this whole section was totally flat from here through Arenberg down through the compression. Apart from that hairpin, obviously 7th gear, because of the downforce, I struggled to get it above 300 kilometers an hour, but it's through Arenberg we go, flat completely, dab of the brakes on the way in, 4th gear. I really nailed that apex. I was actually quite happy with that. Gained me a lot of time, but then as we head down through the compression, you'll see the bravery I take here. 8th gear, 293 kilometers an hour, turn in, completely flat. A few downshifts to the right, then to the left, and back around we go. And that was, I was a bit wide at the apex, but I felt quite confident with that sector. Past Rebel Tree we go, gave it a quick wave, just like Mr. Broadbent. Now this left-hander was flat, nicely done, down to 4th gear, another nice apex, 2 nice apexes, braking downhill, obviously fighting against gravity to get it stopped, but that was another nice section. Now, once again, a corner you wouldn't see flat in any other car, but this triple right-hander, I managed to take completely flat in 7th gear, which was, never done that before. Down into the hairpin, 2nd gear, missed the apex a little bit, but then managed to recover, and away we go again. 5th gear, short shifting just to get the traction, and it's about here where the tyre temps are finally in their optimal range as we rise up the hill. 4th gear, up to 5th gear, 6th and 7th, 270 kilometers an hour through the left-hander. Now, I could have been a lot quicker through here. I did lose quite a lot of time through that right-hander there. And this is where we lost the most time on the lap, was up towards Bravery Corner, and then also on the Dottenhill past the tourist centre. But staying close to that curb, left-hander to the right-hander, there we go. And this was a bit of a waiting game as we headed up towards Bravery Corner, set 7th gear and struggled to break 280 k's an hour. Bravery Corner was completely flat, and then up to the kink, also completely flat, didn't even have to break a sweat. Now, braking down towards 3rd gear, 122 kilometers an hour was the lowest speed there, and got a bit too close to the curb, had to lift off the throttle. Up towards the carousel, it was a bit sketchy through here, always is as an F1 car, always will be in an F1 car. But out we go, relatively controlled, I think, as far as things are considered. As up the hill we go, this is where the downforce really starts to kick in now. You'll see where we gain the time through the left and right handers, getting close to the apex there. Pardon me, 6th gears, and then kept it in 6th, through the left, on the right, got over the curb a little bit, not too bad, down up the crest, really nice apex on the right hand side there, and then the left hander as we headed through. This is where I started to get really confident with the car. Not too bad, through YouTube corner, I thought about taking it flat, wasn't going to happen, so I had to back out of it, brake down, 3rd gear through there, really nice. Now this is where things get nuts. So, through the left-hander, the right, over the crest, flat. By the way, still completely flat. Still flat as we head down the left-hander. I'm thinking, am I going to lift here? No, I'm not. Still flat. Still flat, so he's been on the flat for ages. As we head through this final sector, up to 4 minutes and 17 seconds. So I'm thinking it could be on for the Ferrari. At the start of this lap, I was thinking, p50 has the advantage when I started this lap, but as we got to the end, I was like, it's looking increasingly on for the SF-25, completely flat through the double right-hander, and now onto the Dottenhill. This is where I lost a lot of time. I reckon if I ran a little bit less downforce, it might have actually been a few seconds quicker, but oh well. As we head down Dottenhill, going past the tourist sector or centre on the right now, there you can see it, and up towards the Bilstein Bridge, 7th gear, struggling to break 285 kilometers an hour, staying to the left. Now this is where I got super confident, a little bit too confident on this lap, but down we go, final sector, 3rd gear, round we go, apex there, touched the curb a bit, and then there was a lock up in the final corner. But then it was across the line for a 5 minute 19.058, which is a mental lap time. I don't think you guys quite understand how quick that is. That is easily my quickest lap I've ever done in any car around the Nordschleife. And unfortunately, the dub, it doesn't really capture the emotion, because that was an exhilarating lap. But there we have it, guys. But yeah, so to quickly mention, I can't believe I forgot to mention this in the previous take, but that was just quicker than the p50, and I can't believe, over such a long lap, with such a slow car and such a fast car, and on 2 very, very different circuits, albeit being so close together, that it came down to 11 seconds. Absolutely mental stuff, but there we have it. Well, there we have it, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Apologies I had to voice over this video, but it was too good not to upload. I just had a complete mic break while recording, and I didn't notice, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, so I did dub over this video once I recorded it, so hopefully you all don't mind. But hopefully you all enjoyed. Stay safe, have an awesome day, make good choices, and I'm going to see you all in the next video. Take care. Ciao!